and welcome to series 2.
You started out, your fans were all kids. Poor Steve is succumbing.
You're just stealing all them gorgeous voices. Try and do all as you're coming in, but coming in thick and fast tonight. It's nice to see lots of you in. Let's have a look. Have we got anybody waiting in the room? Yes, we have. Hello. Nice and prompt tonight. I like it. So, ladies, have I got a little surprise for you? I mean, I am so excited. I absolutely love this woman. Like, I don't even know how to put it into words. Like, the minute that I met her, I just knew that we were gonna, be connected and have a really great bond. And every time I see her, I'm always just like, oh, like that. I just love her. She's fantastic. So you're gonna have a little piece of her tonight, virtually. Hopefully, in the near future, you will be able to meet her face to face, because she is so much better in person. But I am going to give you a little bit of a bio, because she is amazing when it comes to business and it comes to running a social media, influencer status business. She does it, and she does it really well. And it's not necessarily, the perfect photo or video that she creates. But what this woman does is she uses her skill, what she is good at, which is teaching women beauty, and she uses that to her advantage to build her network. But let me tell you, Casey joined back in November 2017. She hit orange around 18 months later. So that's built in, a really great business in a good time frame, actually. They say 2 to 3 years for green status, elite status and above. So she did it pretty quickly. But in 2023, she had a huge breakthrough when obviously the payment plan changed slightly, and we got these new pathways, and she became platinum elite from her own individual effort. This is huge, ladies. So when it comes to affiliate marketing, influencer status, this woman knows a thing or two about to get to the top. And she's now known as a wall of influencer. She had her face revealed on the wall of influence at corporate, which is like, it's the tippy top. And, I'm just really excited to bring her to you tonight. Now, she's running this business, ladies, with no excuses. Like, she is running a business with 4 boys at home. And also, let's just say 5 boys, because I've met her husband. And he's a handful, right? He is a handful. But the 2 of them together are just magical, honestly. And they're 20 years married. And she is a Utah girl at heart as well. She lives in Utah. So right in the heart of where we all, where the business started. And she is going to be running through with us tonight how to build a following with valuable tips and tricks, and how she's adapting the way that she does things now to be more vulnerable online to better connect with women. So without further ado, can I welcome Casey Rasley to the virtual MMC stage, please?
Hi, ladies. I'm so happy to be here. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
I'm on a road trip, just like literally pulling into town. So I might have to just take a peek to see where we're going, but I'm ready and so excited to be here with you guys.
And Casey, this is why I love you so much. She is literally in the car, glasses on. We're doing this. Like, I'm on a road trip with the kids, but hey ho, it's work time, ladies. It's work time. So thank you.
You guys are worth it.
Yeah, we appreciate it. And the girls are fully aware that you're on the trip, and they know that you're doing this from your car. So thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I just wanted to touch on something that you talked about before I don't forget, because it wasn't in my notes, but I wanted to mention this. How you had said I build my business with like makeup tips and tricks and whatnot. Ladies, when I first started Unique, I only knew how to wear mascara and powder foundation. That was it. So I am not somebody who knew anything about makeup. So if you're somebody who maybe would think that you couldn't do what I'm doing, trust me, you can. YouTube, Instagram, copying other people and turning it into my own content was my best friend. So I didn't have that written down in my notes, but it's something good that I wanted to make sure to mention, okay? When I first started, I had 200 Facebook friends, and I knew that that wasn't going to cut it. I knew that if I wanted to make some money and a big impact, I needed a lot more friends, a lot more people watching me. And so always in the back of my mind has been to build whatever I can do to build my following and to make a bigger, to gain more followers. And everything that I did, that was in the back of my mind. How can I do this? What can I do? And I think it gets forgotten. I think that's something that gets forgotten quickly. So I would really, and I'm going to give you tips too as we go along, but just don't forget that. Always remember, you should be always building your following, because you do burn through your warm market pretty fast. And so when I very first started, what I would do is I would me and my husband, like when we would sit down and watch our movies for the night, I would just scroll on Facebook and friend request people after people after people until Facebook said, stop doing this or we're going to shut you down. And I would literally do that every single night. One of my favorite places to find the friend requests was to go to like groups that I was in, or even find other groups that you're interested in and get into them. Get active in those groups, ask questions in those groups, answer questions in those groups, and then friend request people that you make a connection with, okay? I do see a lot of people friend requesting people that are, you know how there's like, you have a friend that's in common with somebody else. I didn't ever do that because I was afraid I would just end up with a bunch of other unique presenters or unique presenters customers. But you can try for yourself and see if that works for you. But getting into groups and getting people that I'd never met before, that none of my friends had ever met before, was one of my favorite ways to do that. I personally started with a personal profile, and it was really scary for me because that's where all my friends were. That's where people that knew me was. I don't know if it's the same way for you guys, but I felt much more comfortable in front of people I didn't know instead of people I did know. But I knew that I had to push past those fears if I wanted a paycheck. But I did still open up a VIP group and a business page, and I tried to put the same content that I would put on my personal page on those other pages too, so that they had content when things would start to pick up. Also, the algorithm is a lot better on your personal page and your VIP group. It's really hard to build a business page. And I would say if you're working consistently from all three right now, go live where you've got the biggest audience, and then share to the other ones. When it comes to posting a reel, this is why I love reels so much, is that the reel is already downloaded onto like your device. Upload them to each page instead of sharing. Shares don't get very good traction. So upload instead of share if it's possible. Okay, let's see. And again, back to the personal page. It's a lot easier to get someone to accept your friend request than it is to get them to follow your business page. And once they become your friends, connect with them in stories. That's one of my favorite places to connect with them, to start that. Once you have a conversation with somebody in stories, or even like something or an interaction with them, Facebook will start showing you guys each other stuff much more. So don't cold message them though. I would just, when you first start with a new friend, just build the relationship. Always start with the relationship, okay? The rest will fall into place. She'll start seeing your things. Just start with the relationship. And back to where I said I would just there's two ways that you can do this when you're adding your friends. You can either mass friend request like I did, or you can be more intentional about it and like purposely write down 10 names of people that you friend requested, and make sure that you have those names written down that you can go back to and make sure that you're building that connection with them. Sometimes when I would mass friend request, it would get a little disorganized. Well, it was very disorganized, and I worried that people were falling through the cracks. So there's two ways to do it. Whatever way works for you. There's not one specific way to build this business. There's many different ways to do it. So I would try both and see what you like both best. Okay. Okay. Miscellaneous tips. I think my Zoom. Am I still there? Set the call failed. Am I on?
Yep, you're still
Can you hear me
on.
okay?
Yeah, you're still on, babe.
Okay, sorry. It said that the call failed. Woo! Okay, good. Okay, so business page. If you have a business page, you can connect it to your VIP group to have anytime somebody automatically follows you, Facebook will send them a invitation to be into your VIP group. Okay, it cuts out a whole step for you. I can't remember how I did that. I know there's a way to do it. Just Google it. I did it a long time ago, but there's a way to do that. So it's really nice. Another thing that you can do is if you open up the Meta Business Suite, right there on the main page, you can go in and have Facebook send an invite to anybody in the last 6 months that's ever liked, loved, or interacted with your page. So again, that's just invites that make it easy to build your following. In your VIP group, you guys probably know this, but that everybody will tag everybody. Be careful about overusing it because it really tends to make people mad, but use that on like your really important sales posts, or like when you introduced Quadra, that's when I used it. Like those important posts that I want to make sure everybody sees. I'm going to add them, but I'm not going to do it very often. But then another way to boost your algorithm is to, before you go live, this is just for your personal profile. It only works. Before you go live, comment, like get social on social media. Go through and comment on like 10 people's posts, videos, whatnot, non-unique presenters, okay? And then go live, post your reel, and then after, do the same thing. It just really helps to build your algorithm a lot. Okay, let's see. Okay, sorry guys. All right. Like I said before, go live where your audience is the biggest. And this is something that I've learned over the last year or so. Reels, before, when I first joined Unique that first year, I think I put like 5,000 into ads so that Facebook would show my face to more people. But really, I don't feel like need to do that now because of Reels. Reels is such a good way to bring in more followers and new people that you would like just get such good traction. So what I tell my team is Reels are going to bring in more followers, and lives are going to bring in the sales, the commission. Reels will also bring in those too, but for the most part, lives aren't going to get you more followers. It's the Reels. So if you aren't doing Reels, really capitalize on those, both Facebook and Instagram. Start doing them. I've actually completely changed my business into Reels every day and a live once or twice a week. Because the other thing about lives, Reels are so quick, you don't have a lot of time to explain certain things. And that's one of the other reasons I like lives, because I can go into more depth and detail that I can't do on a Reel. Plus, people still do love the lives. They just don't get as, Facebook doesn't push them out as much as they used to. Let's see, you guys probably know this too, but make sure you're showing your face. The only time I would ever post a graphic is if it was in stories, or if it was like on a post with your face next to it also. The only time I would maybe use somebody else's face is if maybe you didn't have the product yet. But your people want to see your face, and they're going to interact more on that when it's your face. I almost feel like if I scroll someone's profile and all I see is graphic after graphic, to me it's like a commercial. And everybody walks away during the commercials. They want to see you, so show your face. And you can even talk about like why they would want to go to you versus like Ulta or Sephora. You're going to give them that white glove treatment, that personal shopper that you can't get at Ulta or Sephora, and they're not paying more for it. And then also, I always remind them that they can return the products. Even if they just don't like them, they can return the products. That's a big thing. Buying online is scary for a lot of people, so them knowing that they can return the products makes a big difference. And then make sure that you're always having a call to action in your content, whether it's on your lives or on your reels. Always have a call to action, and the call to action doesn't always have to be like a sales call to action. It could be like if you're putting on an outfit, would you wear this out? Or which shoes should I wear? This one or that one? Think of those kinds of videos more to help boost your algorithm, but you still want to do those kind of videos because, and we're going to talk about this at the end, you want to get more personal in your business. And that's something that I have lacked that I realized at convention that needs help. And we'll talk about that in a minute too, but more than just self, more than just teaching the makeup, but what I basically, call to action. And so it could be, like I said, to boost your algorithm or to get like, if you want Quadra, showing them how Quadra is. And if you want Quadra, comment Quadra below. The call to action is going to do a couple of different things instead of just putting your link in the comments. First of all, it's going to let you know who's interested. So you can write their name down and go back. They don't normally purchase on the first time. I think somebody has to see something like 18 times before they purchase it. So that way you have their name written down so you can go back and follow up with them, build a better relationship with them, all of that. Likewise, Facebook, when they see more comments on your reels and videos, they're going to push it out to more people because they know people are wanting they're commenting and they're liking it. And then also, if you do get into Messenger with them, it just builds a better relationship overall. And again, it gives them that white glove treatment that you can't get anywhere else. It's gonna get a little cringy here for a second because I'm a little embarrassed to say this, but it's really helped me. I have a fake book account. And I have my best friend's login, and I have my mom's login, and I have my husband's login. I generally will just do this with my fake Facebook account and my best friend's login, but as soon as I post a reel or a live after I get off of it, or anything with a call to action, the first thing I will do is I will log out and into those two accounts, and I will comment whatever the call to action is. And then I'll hop back into my own profile and type in, check your messages, just like if it was somebody real that commented. And this, again, does a couple of things. The comments are happening. You got 2 or 3 comments right away. Facebook sees that and it's like, oh my gosh, people like this. They're commenting right away. And then when you comment back, again, Facebook doesn't recognize that it's necessarily a comment from you. And so they see more comments. More comments mean more people like it, and they're going to push it out to see more people. So it's better algorithm. Okay. So the call to action, I feel like then with the comments connected to it just really helped to boost. It helps to boost everything. But that's the other thing is, I don't know about you, but if I was like on live or saw somebody's reel and they had like a pair of jeans that I was like, and they comment below, jeans if you want the link to. I want them, but there's no comments. I'm not going to comment. I don't know what it is, but it's like people don't want to be that first comment. People are weird if there's not any comments. So if there's already comments there, it really helps to promote more comments. So yeah, I do that. You'll always see, I always wonder if people notice how on my lives or my reels, it's the same first 2 people every single time to comment. Nobody's ever said anything, but I just called myself out. Okay. Regarding content, want to make sure before I sit down to do anything, to create any content, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a pain point or solve a problem. I never, ever sit down to create content before I figured what I'm going to do. That's how I got so big into like hooded eyes. Let's see, some ideas would be like over 40 makeup, cakey foundation, textured skin, no shape to the eyebrows. Another thing that you want to think about when you're doing this is how our products solve a problem specifically for you, which will also help you to create content. So like for me specifically, I love the Prep and Set powder because if I press it into my pores, it like makes them invisible. It gets rid of them. It also removes cakiness. Let's see what else. The hydrating mask. I just found out it's such a great product to use as a primer. It's so good as a primer, and it's on sale too. I love it when I can create content with something that's on sale. You can talk about Quadra, 4-in-1, anything. Just when you sit down, think about how they solve a problem for you too, and capitalize on that. That's actually how I became such a good teacher. Yeah. Because in my lives, I hated the silence. And so I just would talk just down the street. Straight. I hated the silence. So I would basically just like talk through what I'm doing. This way straight. Hang on one sec, guys. I would just talk through what I was doing. And sooner or later, it became more natural. It was much better than the silence in my video or me having to get vulnerable, which again, we're going to talk about in a second. But so I try to post a reel with some kind of teaching content every day, which can get really hard to come up with new content also. So another way that you can, and I do this to find like, what am I going to go? Just on TikTok or Instagram, I'll search like over 40 makeup or brows. And I'll just scroll through. I'll give myself like 10 minutes to scroll through. I'll write things down. Also, like writing them down so you don't forget, so you can go back to is a great thing too. Just become a great copycat, but then make it your own content. And back to the call to action really quickly. Your call to action shouldn't be message me for more information, because no one's going to message you. It's got to be that comment so that you can message them back. Okay. And then building trust, I think, is really important to build trust with your audience. Don't only use unique products. I'm not saying to go out and use other makeup products, but like a brow dye, something as simple as a brow dye shows them that you're using other products that you recommend, and it really helps to build trust. The other thing that really helps to build trust is if let's see, there's been a few products that I don't like and I don't use, and I am honest about that. I don't like the brow. I like the skin brow liner, but I don't like the shape one, the bigger one. And I'm honest about that. And when you're honest about not loving a product, again, it builds so much trust with your audience. And if they trust you, they will stick with you forever. Okay. This is going to bring us into what I learned at convention about becoming really vulnerable. I think I got stuck in, like I said before, just the teaching aspect of it. And I didn't, I also realized I don't get vulnerable very easily. And I'm going to get vulnerable with you right now in an effort to help me. One thing that I realized over the past week is that I don't get vulnerable. And which one is it? That one or this one, do you know? I think it's this one. And what really helped me realize this is because when me and my husband will get into a fight, you guys, I shut down and I won't talk to him about it. I will not say a word to him. I won't talk it through. And until I'm over it, not mad anymore, then we're fine. But we still never talk about it. And I think that has to do with the fact that I don't like to get vulnerable. So I am gonna get more vulnerable. I feel like my business absolutely depends on it. So this brings me to what I used to train my team all the time. And somewhere along the lines, I forgot it. You should think about 3 things that is you, other than unique. So in the beginning of my business, it was like hot mess mom, boy mom, and kind of like firefighter's wife, which meant like I was always alone. He was a fireman and he was always gone. Hang on 1 second. I gotta open this door for her. Okay, sorry, ladies. And at some point, I forgot to do all that. I just was teaching, and my business became all business and no person, no me in it. And I still do great, but I just think about how much better my business would be if I was more vulnerable and talked more about myself. I'm not even sure how to get vulnerable, but I know I need to. I need to do some personal development. I think maybe, Katie, I need to listen to more of your videos. When I listen to you, you just pump me up and get me going, and I love it. You guys have such a great leader, by the way. You're so lucky. But so while I'm teaching, I feel like it just since convention, I have put more effort into making content that's just also about me and not just about the makeup, which I also think will help me to sponsor better too. With my with how many followers I have and the numbers that I get, I really should be sponsoring better. And I think part of the reason I don't is because I don't get vulnerable. She just sponsors so well, and it's because she gets so vulnerable. She lets people in, whereas I get more guarded. I didn't even realize that I was doing that, you guys. I didn't realize it. Let's see. And then also like letting them see more life in more of your life in your stories. I feel like I also let stories, I didn't put as much effort into stories as I should have, but I heard so many women at conventions say that stories is where they sell most of their products out. So if you're not utilizing stories, let's start utilizing them better together. And I feel like that's a lot of where that vulnerability will come into play, is in your stories as well. I don't know. No, we're not getting no. No. I think for the most part, we can open this up to questions. But I think for the most part, we're good.
I just absolutely love how you're rocking, doing this, and then still talking to the kids in the back, like, no, just wait. And then you're back in the room. I'm like, how? Like, just how? You are a hot mess express, aren't you, Casey?
100%.
She's a hot mess express. There she goes, chugging the water now. There we go. Hydration.
Yes.
I can see a little hand.
Go ahead.
I can see a little hand behind you. Who's that?
This is Bo.
Hi, Bo.
Jack,
hey. Are you on a road trip? Have you been driving a long time? Are we there yet, Mum? Are we there yet?
Really good though.
They are really good. I can't even believe you've been talking for 30 minutes and I've not heard a peep out of any of them. So until now. So has anybody got any questions for Casey? Anything you want to fire at her whilst you've got her? Anyone? No? We've got a quiet
No question.
audience. I like that. I mean, to be honest, I was like a crazy person. I've done about 4 pages of notes. Like, I learn a lot from you. Like, I just love the way that you teach people. And I feel like for me, you know, I am a big sponsorer, but when it comes to the selling technique, that's where I struggle. So I do take a lot from you. So thank you very much. But I would just say, you know, just remember, ladies, that, you know, 3 things that are you. I think us in the UK, we are pretty good at being vulnerable. We do open ourselves up. I think a lot of us do that really well. It's now attracting, you know, more customers. That's what we want to work on. So you've really helped her with creating content that is going to teach people something, the pain points, the solving a problem, the, you know, think about what the products are doing for you. That was a light bulb moment for me, because I think that's where I struggle. You know, I'm constantly thinking, oh, what do they need to know about this product, rather than what's this product actually doing for me. I use all the products, I love all the products. It's now just finding a few that I can really push the passion out to my potential clients. So thank you. And I think I speak on behalf of everybody when I didn't know that now it's actually 18 times that people need to see something before they'll buy it. It used to be 7 or 8. It used to be 7 or 8 times. So,
Yeah, it's crazy.
So you know what that tells me? We need to be posting a lot more than what we're doing. We need to be posting our stories. We need to be getting everywhere. You know, that's why, you know, the top mentors are saying to us, like, don't feel like you know, you're putting too much out there. You want to get everywhere. You want to get loud. You want to get consistent. Be putting your message everywhere, because, you know, people will not see it because of the algorithms and all of the rest of it. You know, and the one thing that I've learned recently is you've got 7 seconds to stop somebody's scroll. Like, if you're not standing out, they're going to scroll straight past you, because we are in that scroll world now where we've got to capture people's attention. This is why called up to action is important. This is why your catchy headlines are important, and that's why going live and creating reels are important, because people are scrolling to watch those things rather than read long posts now. So thank you. I won't keep you any longer, Casey, but if you do need me for anything at all, you want me to help you with sponsoring, you need a little chat about vulnerability, let me know. I'll schedule in for a one-to-one as a thank you. But keep doing what you're doing, because you're an absolute inspiration to all of us here in the UK, and we love you very much. So enjoy your trip, and we'll see you later.
Ladies.
Bye, darling. Thank you so much. So to the rest of you lovely ladies, what an amazing night again. What an amazing night. I think, you know, these series are super important for us to grow. You know, you hear from me all the time. You know, we've got a really great community. We uplift each other. It's fantastic. But sometimes we need to hear from people that are doing the things that we need to strengthen within our community here. You know, I had a conversation with Alana today about our skill within the market. I feel like we need to sharpen that skill. And the only way that we sharpen the skill is if we get in front of people like Casey that are doing the things that we are wanting to strive to do. So thanks again, Casey. And thank you, all of you, for showing up and giving her the support that she deserved tonight. Thank you very much. I hope that you've taken something away from what she said. My advice is to circle the one thing that really stuck for you and go and implement that into your business right now. Okay, go and do it right now, straight off the back. Other than that, my inbox is open for any questions. If you guys need me for anything at all, my inbox is open for you tonight. But other than that, I will see you all next week, next Thursday, for our 3rd series, and I will be announcing who that speaker is in just a moment in MMC. So thanks again, ladies, and I'll see you all next week. Mwah! Bye for now. Toodles, ladies. Au revoir.